everyone. This is Dr. Eileen Yue Ling Han. Welcome to Sunday Share. Today, I invited one of the beautiful lady. Her name is Anna Dolopo, and one of the very beginning of the practitioners that learned from Dr. Tan. And I am so excited to have her here. So you already see her on the screen. Let me introduce you who Anna Dolopo is. Anna is the owner of Element in Harmony Acupuncture and Chinese Herbal Medicine, a private practice based in Laguna Hills, California, specializing in Dr. Tan's balance method since 2006. She began her journey into Chinese medicine in San Diego, California in 1999, volunteering in the care of the local homeless and HIV/AIDS communities. When Anna is not deeply involved in achieving optimal results for her patients, she focused on her energy on helping other acupuncturists build their practice and increase their business knowledge. She received her master's degree of Chinese medicine degree in 1998 and was certified as a gold level practitioner in balance method in 2012 by Dr. Richard Tefutan. Currently, Anna is one of the faculty of the Academy of Acupuncture. Let's welcome Anna. Woo-hoo! Thank you for coming, Anna.
It's my honor.
We already have 20 people is watching you.
Yay!
And yes, and please, whenever you are, where you from, please let us know where are you so we know who you are, where you're from, and we can say hi, and I can help you for encouragement of how to be a better business acumen of the successful acupuncturist in business, not only just to treat patient wonderful using balance method, but you can also be a wonderful business person. So let's talk to Anna right now. Please tell us where you're from, please. I need to know what country you are. Okay, great. So Anna, tell us, how did you find Dr. Tan?
Okay, so as you mentioned, from 1999 to 2006, I was in practice without Dr. Tan, without you, without my balance method friends. And it was tough. It was tough. I tried to reinvent the wheel all by myself for 7 years.
Oh.
And then, yes. And I mentioned that because you may have a lot of newbies that are watching. And March 6, 2006, our Sifu taught Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in San Diego, downtown San Diego. I was not a successful acupuncturist.
You've been very humble, my dear.
I was not. I did not make a profit from 1999 to 2006. It's very important that many acupuncturists hear that. If you were to tell me then that I was going to be coupled with you to teach this class, I would not have believed you. Dr. Tan had a flyer that offered Thursday for free, one and only time, March 6th. And I could not afford to miss a free class for whatever, 7-8 units, whatever.
Yeah, you got 7 CEUs free. And Dr. Tan's with you for a day.
For a day. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I could not afford. And I thought it was just going to be a free class, free 7 CEUs. All I got to do is drive to San Diego from Orange County. And when I walked into that class, it was not what I expected. I thought it was going to be another one of those CEU classes that I took in 1999, 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 8 years going on my 8th year. I thought, oh, it's just going to be another class and I'm going to say goodbye. There were 100 plus, I don't know, 150, something like that, students, a ballroom. I never saw such a magnificent production. You and Eddie and some other people were at I'm like, oh my gosh, he's got interns, he's got people helping him. You guys were just like dizzy. And I thought to myself, is this a wedding? Or because it was like a wedding. And that was the day that changed my life. And Dr. Tan came in. He was so fashionable. He was wearing no socks, linen clothes, jacket, looked like,
Don
Don
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yes.
And then he's so like walking, so powerful. And he said, "Who's here for the free class?" I was so embarrassed. Because all the classes I went to up until that point were like in a small room, 20, it made such an impact on me. Like, who is this man giving away a free class to all these people? And he's paying this out of pocket. And who's this person? So that was how I met him.
And how did you get to know him a little more?
So there was a guy that I sat next to. Everyone was in love with Dr. Tan. I was like, am I the only one who doesn't know who this guy is? I started the same day that Dr. Martin Esley. Martin and I started the same day. We started the same day. Anyways, there was a guy next to me and he showed me his notes. And I'm like, so then I remember taking breaks. You guys were like this group of people together. And I somehow was talking with Dr. Tan. And that's a long story, but he said, "You join us for dinner." It's always a dinner, right?
Yes.
For dinner. And I said, "Oh, I have plans tonight." I had to make my plans fast. I met you guys at Emerald. And because of you, Dr. Han, I was scared. I was a little like, I don't know, because I was like, who am I? This guy's he's obviously so famous, and he's got students that have been taking his courses so many years. But I still went. And then right when I walked in, I remember you were wearing a white dress. I think you were wearing a white dress. So beautiful, so sexy, so powerful. And you got up and you were just always in control of, everything, all these years. And always being the right-hand man, you gave up your seat to me. I'll never forget that. I could cry about it.
Oh.
And you said, Sifu, you meet, and then I couldn't believe I was sitting next to this master, this grand master. And everyone was just so loving and warm and friendly. And there were our table, and I never experienced that. And then I thought to myself, prayers of 7 years have been answered tonight.
I'm so happy that you enjoying that class. Did you come back the next day? Just kidding. Just kidding.
I could not afford it.
Oh, right.
That was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I remember I went from 40 to 60% to 85 to 95% that day. I started doing the work right away. My mom, who wouldn't let me treat her since 1996, when I was in school and I had entered, or 97 or something, she just felt my like new breath of life. And I said, "Oh, I'm doing this style." That year, Dr. Han, I changed offices. I went on my own. I started Balance Method. I had a new office. I started from scratch, a new style.
Balance method.
Balance Method.
All right, great.
And then only that one time was I not able to afford the class.
Right. And after that, you've been following Dr. Tan. Why drives you go follow Dr. Tan every seminars? Tell me.
The results. One thing I do really want to share is back then we didn't have the social media we have now.
No.
I really hope your students hear this. We took the notes. Like if someone were to take Dr. Han's classes, you take the notes, you go to work. We went to work. We show up 3 to 4 months later. We take the class again. We might ask questions. 2 ears, 1 mouth, spend more time learning. Then go back 3 to 4 months, go to work. 6 months is a little too long to go apart from Dr. Han. The classes you got to review your notes. So the results brought me back each and every time.
I'm so proud of you for doing so. That is wonderful. Yes, and after that, I remember I see you many, many times, and also you always tell me that you follow every system, one system at a time. So please share with everybody, how did you so good about all the systems that you can make such a wonderful treatments each time that you practice on your patient.
Well, one thing that this is, I'm year of the ox. I'm very deliberate. I'm very slow. I take direction very well. I was not always like that because I'm always also a Sagittarius. So I all have that part of it. Dr. Tan told me in a private dinner, Anna, it was just him and me and my daughter. He said, that's when I had one. Now I have three.
Yes.
If you want to master balance method, he told me this in March or April 2006, and he was very serious. You do one system for at least 6 weeks. I now on my website, back then I had no results to show for that, but I trusted him. So now I tell people, even with the gold level and even with the Batsa, which by the way, I have to keep taking that Batsa over and over and over. Even with all the classes, I still go back to the fundamentals, what you call now module 1 and module 2, right? I keep taking them. I will take all my notes. My notes I sleep next to. I have Dr. Han's notes next to me by my bed. There, that's the first thing I see, the Academy of Acupuncture sticker. So that's my subconscious mind. And then I have them here. I will do one system that Dr. Han will teach me even now. What's it, 11 years now into doing balance method? Because I started balance method in 2006. So no. 2000, help me with my math. 15 years. We're going on because this is my 22nd year. So minus whatever. I will take one of your concepts and I personally will do that concept 60 to 80% of my day for 6 months to 2 years. So for anyone new, if it's their first 6 months to a year doing balance method, one system for at least 6 weeks. You get in that path of mastering system 1. You never master it. You just keep mastering it.
So let me tell you guys why I have Anna here. She is a star student of Dr. Tan. She learned it so well because everybody have their learning progress. Some people have to learn by examples. Some people have to learn from the books. Some people have to learn by following somebody, and we all different. Maybe everybody learning differently. So I invite all these beautiful people come up here to talk about how did you learn balance method? Why are you learning balance? What is your method? Some people just take it home right away, they'll do it. Some people don't. And Anna is the person who picked it up. Even though she got this much of the knowledge, she go home, she practice it. If you're not one of those people, that's fine. You want to get to know everything before you start putting the needles in and practice. That's another type. That's the reason why Anna's here. She is ox. Ox is step by step. So if you see me for all this interview, I have you guys to learn how other people do it. So that will apply to you. Whoever that touches your heart by they're here talking to you, that is what you're going to get. I wish you guys all can be just learning by osmosis. Okay, everybody can just have be there or just watch a video, you're gonna get it, but sometimes you're not. I want you to practice and learn from every single one of these people that I pick, so I can have you to learn from your examples. Can be Anna, can be John Mini, can be John Maxwell, can be Jim. And then you pick them and you know where to find them on my referral list. You call them, you want them to follow them, you want to be intern with them. That's why I have all of this for you available, right, Anna? And Anna always make herself available to help others, because for this 14 years she's been seeing many people who succeed and who failed. That's why I make her to do this course for me. It's called Business Acumen for Successful Acupuncturists. All right. It's not just because of Anna is a step by step, because she will willing to learn it and apply it, and she can share. She's not hugging for herself. So for this matter, I really appreciate Anna. We're doing this for the Academy of Acupuncture. So tell me how good how I we have the Acumen class already a year. You've been helping guiding all these kids.
Yeah, you're going on your second year now.
You
2019.
so
2019.
So, Anna, tell me how many people learning from you for the business acumen, they starting their new practice, they starting their new clinic, they continue having 100% double of their business. We're not saying that Anna doesn't care for her patient, but you have to remember, if you want to be able to care for your patient, you got to make some money so you can sustain your clinic. So that's what she's teaching you, how to sustain your business. Then you'll be able to learn how to, right? If you don't have a bit, you can't help people. So that's why Anna's coming in this angle for helping all the practitioner in our academy. So tell me, how did you do for this whole year? Encourage them, learn, have them have the courage to open their own clinic. Tell me.
Okay, so since you created this platform, the Business Acumen of Successful Acupuncturists, Dr. Han created this class, and I have been given the privilege to share. And so far, through Dr. Han's referrals, I have signed up 34 elite black belts. I call these people elite black belts because they're doctors and they're licensed acupuncturists. I'm working with smart people. They already achieved a lot of success. Now, being a healer, a practitioner, a doctor does not equate to being a really good business acumen person. Those are two different hats. In this year, this past 2020, this was not a bad year for everyone. This was an excellent.
I agree with you. Agree with you.
One of my videos, I shared it on my website. I say in March, when all this pandemic started, I said, if you're slow, you don't be slow. This is when you work. This is when champions are made. And some people heard that. And Dr. Han, you know how many people opened up their practice in 2020? 6, 1 right before the pandemic and 5 during the pandemic. I don't, just like you, Dr. Han doesn't take excuses. Dr. Tan taught us, don't make excuses. These students, no excuses.
Which state are they located? There's 6 in your clinic.
Throughout the country. One, Nikki Richmond, she opened up a bigger clinic in Maryland. She's in Rockville, Maryland. Right before the pandemic, Zen Tuan. Yes. I went to her grand opening. She said in her testimonial, she doubled the size of her office and doubled her staff. Let me see. One of your new students, Kim Lin Wen, she, I wanted to say a quick 30 seconds about her. When I had my first consultation with her in the beginning of the pandemic, she said she didn't have to work for a year. And I said, then why are you hiring me? Because if you don't have to work, you know, you could just live off her husband or whatever savings. And I said, however, if you don't open, you're that much further from your dream. So you could take a year vacation or you can get to work. And she went to work, and her testimonial says that she had a goal when she opened up her practice. She was working somewhere else, not getting paid well. When she opened up her practice, she increased her income. She met her goal by 20% over. And she was at that time of the testimonial making 300% more than what she was making at her old place.
Nice.
Wow, she's in my county. She's in my county. I give
feeling threatened.
No, Dr. Shivali in my office, she's one of my elite black belts. She moved from Claremont to Orange County.
Shivali?
Dr. Shivali Panchal. She is 5 minutes from me. Dr. Nam Lee. She was in my Qigong class this morning. She's in Newport. The reason why I'm sharing this is because Dr. Tan taught you and me I don't care if you're next door. Open next door. A lot of masters, I remember him telling the story, a lot of masters say, don't move within 10 miles from me. And his attitude was, open up next to me. Because there are 3 million or something people in Orange County, 3 million something people in San Diego where you're at. Am I going to be able to treat 3 million people? No, no one is a threat to me. No one's a threat to them. You know, my job is to be the best acupuncturist that I can be.
Yes,
So my responsibility.
The best of your patient too. Don't forget, Lindsay is opening her clinic right now.
One of them. Yes, she's one of them. You and I share a student. Yes. Dr. Lindsay Trottier actually is my top performer in 2020.
Of course.
Yeah, because she's your, and she has to, because she's Dr. Han's student. She came in, Dr. Lindsay Trottier came in with the work ethic that Dr. Han instilled in her.
That's very good. That's why I want to share with you. The reason why Anna is so exciting, so much energy to share with all of you, to encourage you. You can do it, because sometimes we just need that person that be able to guide you. She's not helping you to go to your clinic to put needles in there for you. She's teaching you how to do the business knowledge, because you already learned balance method, right? You already know how to treat patient good, but how did you get them into your clinic? That's what Anna is for. So that's why I want to introduce you. Anna, give me 1 second, okay? I have a class for her and April the 3rd. And Sean, would you please share the screen? Sorry, everybody. I got to share this with you guys, okay? It's very important. This is great energy for that. So can you please bring to the screen? Yeah, the photos first. And then I want you to share the screen so you know where to click on his, this is Anna's registration information is on the Academy of Acupuncture website. And also, Sean, would you please go to the internet, the website, please? Once we go to the website, that you know this is our website, and then you go to the courses, and then you go to all training. So you click on it. Okay, and go all the way, scroll down, because there's modules, and modules 2, module 3, advanced track, and this is 3 essential, and I Ching, and this is the herbal class. Now you see Anna's right here. Business Acumen, April the 3rd. Please register, 4-hour class, Saturday. Only $200. You're gonna own Anna for 4 hours, the whole half days. Please register. So this is for Anna. I want you guys to all click now. So I will give you a sticker so you can put it on your mug. I promise I'll give it to you. I send it to you. If you are at other country, I'll send it to you too, okay? So please register for her and then listen to her, and why, and she will guide you, lead you to be able to successfully own your own practice. Sean, you're fun. Yes. So tell me a little bit, Anna. I know sometimes it's very hard for just encourage them on our group, the WhatsApp group, to encourage them, because you're always on it. I don't know how did you get all this energy. Look at your beautiful family back there, that they are so big part of you. You always show people family first, practice. And how can you do all this family, practice, helping others, and you still have time to look beautiful?
So this morning, when I was honored to be requested to have my share with you. I did not expect that, by the way, because I'm enjoying watching your shares with all these other senior students. And I figured, you know, you already gave me my own class, so I didn't expect this. I already had a 9 a.m. Qigong scheduled this morning. And my patients thought I was going to counsel. I said, no. In Qigong, when I always set my intention before I work. Dr. Tan taught Qigong. He taught a very special type of Qigong. We have to get to that alpha state. And so I wanted to put myself into this alpha relaxed state this morning so that I can get into a theta state, which is super learning. When I'm in the presence of Dr. Han, I get excited. Dr. Han and I share a strong trait that Dr. Tan taught us, whether it was conscious or subconscious. Time is money. You
Yes.
organize your time. And if it matters to you, something that you never say, but I like to say it, Dr. Han doesn't need to do these things on Sundays. Dr. Han doesn't need to teach classes. Dr. Han, she's happy in her practice. She did not ask to teach. She did not ask Dr. Tan to teach. And that's so important. I hope all your students all around the world understand that you did not create this quest to teach. It was bestowed upon you. And something that our master taught us, our grandmaster taught us, was time is money. We learned from, he was everywhere. He was everywhere. You organized his schedule. I got to see from a living master for about 10 years. I prayed I prayed that I would be shown a way to have a practice. 1999 to 2006, I cannot overstate that it was so painful. It was so painful. But you know, like the bamboo tree, there's so many different statistics I've heard, so many definitions. But my first training was that when you plant bamboo, it's underneath
Yes.
the surface and you can water for 7 years and nothing happens. And then one day it breaks surface and in 2 weeks it grows 60 plus feet. I don't know. I might have the numbers wrong, but that's what I was first taught. So you can fact check that later, you know. But the point is, I worked for 7 years. It was almost like the universe saying, how much do you want Chinese medicine? So when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So whenever Dr. Han, the Academy of Acupuncture, and all your faculty are presented to your students, that is an opportunity for a student to take part. Dr. Han has created a complete curriculum, the I Ching, the Business Acumen, the Batsa. I earned my Batsa the year our master passed. I started with the first class. I had to retake it twice during, I had to start all over twice. And I ended with the last class. I'm in my doctorate after 21 years. Last year was my 21st year in practice. I'm now in my 22nd. After 21 years of practice, I finally signed up for my doctorate program. And I
Okay,
trained.
Anna, the only thing I want to make sure everybody understand when you say all that, she's not ashamed of taking the class over and over again. She's not ashamed to share everybody that she had to learn many, many times. And take whatever is for you. I learned Dr. Tan's classes for more than 500 times. I'm always there, but I sometimes still not getting it. I don't feel shame about it because just a human, right? And I have the adjusting my parents' life, my sister life, and all that. And Anna, how did you organize your family life with this busy practice and the study and qigong practice and teaching other people to be successful? I want to hear this part too.
Every minute matters. It's not time management. It's prioritizing, it's organizing your priorities. It's
Right,
prioritizing your time.
right.
When I decide to relax, I treat myself almost before every time I work. Meditation is very important, even if it's 1 minute of meditation.
Hmm.
Even if it's
Right,
one,
right. Starting from 1 minute. People always thinking meditation have to be an hour.
no, it could be 1 minute. And you know, I named my third child, who I conceived all three kids naturally. I don't want to say Dr. Han's fault, but there's a particular herbal formula.
Yes, the flow plus, the Sanchi and Dansen strengthen you. Yes.
I wanted to strengthen my chi. The formulas Dr. Han takes, I take some of those. Herbs. I don't know. This COVID time. Everyone should be on herbs. I get very surprised when people say they don't do acupuncture on themselves. So to answer your question, I make time to receive acupuncture. I make time every day to take my herbs. I have my herbs here. I have my herbs at home. I make time to do the qigong. I just make time. And I was 43 when I conceived Thomas Tefu. I named him after Sifu. You got
Yes.
to If it matters to you, you will do it. If it
That's right.
matters. I had my kids at 30, 36, and 43. And if you think I'm hard on my students, I'm hard on my patients. I say, hey, you want to have a baby? And and I'm blessed to say, do it like this. I left my kids this morning at 8 a.m. because Qigong was important to me. And then I had to rush out from Qigong, and I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time, but 11 o'clock, I'm with you. And then I'm teaching a class 12:30 to 2:30. And then I have a white elephant exchange on Zoom at 8 p.m. And I have
Wow.
kids. It's just you organize your time. You got to prioritize your sleep, prioritize your training. I will learn one system from Dr. Han, 10 minutes. I'm always communicating with Dr. Lindsay Trottier, at least 10 minutes. Everyone has 10 minutes. Everyone has 10 minutes
Correct. Yes.
to practice, not just ask questions, to
Right,
practice.
right. I want you guys to learn the system before you're asking questions. Otherwise, you don't have a way, the logic way to think. So please learn it fully before you ask questions. Anyway, for that note, that prioritize your time. Anna was showing us how did she be able to do her life in the beautiful way, presented it, the family, the practice, helping others, and she do her qigong. She also do her jujitsu. So I want you to learn this part from her. And at that note, we're already 11:32. So I want to thank all of you to join me, and thank you, Anna, to join me. And starting from next month, I will have 30 minutes after the Sunday share. I will teaching case study, but that is not free though. If you want to take that class 3 times a week, 3 times a month, on the Sunday, because I need to take a 1 week off for in case I'm teaching. So I will do 30 minutes courses, no CEU. You have to pay every quarter for $90 for 9 classes, so each one of them are $10. So that will be important for all of you to refreshing how to do see cases. Okay, not just the basic you can learn from module 1, 2, 3. And then when you see the cases, what do you do? Okay, so that is my promise to all of you that what I will do. And I know Anna have a class April the 3rd. I want you to be all successful. Everybody can receive a quality acupuncture treatment from Dr. Tan's method. And I have Anna to lead you, guide you. If you want to join her WhatsApp group, how do they join their WhatsApp group? Can they be invited by you, or they have to be the class? What will you do, Anna? So people know how to get support from you.
They need to be on your forum. They need to be on the Academy of Acupuncture forum. I'm on faculty with the Academy of Acupuncture. I'm an extension. Like all the faculty are on their own extensions. And they can just PM me. I do want to say something about the $90 that people are going to pay. You're thinking 90 times 3 is $270 and da 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 da. That $90 will increase by to 9,000 additional dollars this year. That's how I see it. Not 900, 9,000 plus in 1 to 5 years, 900,000. You got to look at it like that. $90. Okay, $270,000. Okay, let's just start with 2,700. That's a good turnout. That's more than double. 270 to turn to 2,700. The more you study, the better you will be. I want my students to be better than me.
Right, absolutely. And the other thing is, people usually don't do well with free stuff, other than Anna. Okay, so that's the reason why I have to make you feel a little painful. $10, it's not a lot of money, but for you, you will take your time to watch that 30 minutes with me on Zoom, so you can interacting with me, you can ask questions and things like that. That's the reason I organized that for that 30 minutes. I'm hoping that you guys will sign up. So next week we will have, next month we will have all the courses, information for you. If you didn't take the class, you cannot be retake. If you want to retake, you have to pay again. So I want to make sure that you really want to devote your time for your learning, your experience, your life, your profession. So that's very important to me, and I'm sure it's very important to you. And thank you, Anna, for joining us. And I will see you guys next month, about next week. Sorry, next month. Next week and April the 3rd. Please register. You got the time with Anna to learn why she can help so many people being successful. And she's also gold level acupuncturist. Any business question directed to Anna. Okay. And anything about balance method, info at academyofacupuncture.com. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Thank you for your busy time for us for the 30 minutes. Thank you, Anna. I love
Thank
you.
you. Love you.
Bye, everyone.